What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to our channel here at Vagabond Builds. And today we're going to be doing a review on a 2023 Cadillac CT4 Sport Edition. Now we're going to be talking about the exterior, interior, and some specs about this car. But before we do, if you do like our content, like the video, subscribe to our channel, please. It really helps us out. If you got something for us to film, here's our email below. You can email us, we'll talk details later. And a special shout out to Cadillac here in Roseville Auto Mall, right outside the Sacramento area. Let's go ahead and start. So let's talk Cadillac and let's talk 2023 CT4. Now we don't get any major differences on this exact car, but let's go ahead and talk specs for the first thing. Now the hood latch is right above the Cadillac symbol. But a little bit about the specs of this car. It is a 2.0 turbo motor, 237 horsepower, 258 foot-pounds of torque, 8-speed automatic transmission, rear-wheel drive. Some MPG is going to be 23 city, 34 highway, and a 27 combined. Tank capacity, 17 gallons. And if you really want to know the trunk space, 10.7 cubic feet. But that's pretty much what we're seeing. Now, this motor does come with a little bit of juice and it does scoot. Let's go ahead and close that hood. Now let's talk front end. Now we don't see any major differences or changes on the front end, but being the sport model, you will see some slight minor differences. Now, the minor differences that you'll be seeing is the mesh grille, the sport grille. It's black gloss, kind of a mesh look. Now, one thing I want you guys to pay attention to is how beautiful that this wave metallic exterior color. If anybody wants to know, it's called wave metallic. I'm a big fan of this blue that comes together with that kind of chrome metallic trim with the black gloss trim. Very beautiful. Bumper sensors integrated into the bumper cover. Beautiful cuts. Love that Cadillac made this sedan look so sporty and aggressive. The beautiful daytime running lights, along with your integrated parking marker here on the left and the right of that bumper cover. And of course, you have this beautiful LED front lights. Coming over to the side, just get a load kind of this 2023 CT4. This is the sport model, so something that you will be seeing different on the sport model or on the sport trims compared to others. Right here near the rocker panel, you get this nice kind of arrow cut side rocker. Very cool in that black gloss trim to kind of match the front. Very nice. Side mirror, you do have a lane assist side mirror, pedestrian assist, sensors, things of that sort. Wheels, 18-inch alloy with pearl nickel finish. Performance suspension on the Sport, very nice. You're going to see different wheels on different trim packages, so take that into consideration. Keep your eye out for that. Keyless fob entry on your driver door. Coming over to the rear, beautiful LED lights on the tail lights. Now, I'm just a fan of how these rear tail lights come in to that quarter panel, coming down over that rear end. Bumper sensors integrated onto that back bumper cover. Camera on the rear for backing up when you're needing that. Another thing that you will be seeing different on the Sport due to other trims is going to be this trunk lid lip. That's something that you will be seeing different. So some minor differences making it look a little bit sportier. Black gloss trim on that lower bumper cover. Pretty cool diffuser on that bottom with the cuts in it. Dual tip exhaust, very cool. Now I'm liking the fact that Cadillac did put that 350T stamped on the right, CT4 on the left, and Cadillac in the middle. Let's go ahead and enter the trunk. Show you guys some trunk space. 10.7 cubic feet trunk space. Of course, it's pretty big. I mean, I don't see what you would be carrying with these smaller compact sedans, but personal space under the mat. If you needed a little bit cubby room right here, those seats do pop down, so the trunk does connect over to the cabin area. So if you're putting in some skis or things of that sort, I wouldn't know why you'd be using this for the mountains, or you just want to put some 2x4s in the car because you don't have a truck and you're building a house. I have no idea, but you decide what you want to do with it. But we're pretty much done with the exterior. Now, it is straight, simple, to the point from the 21s, 22s over to the 23 models. So let's go ahead and talk some interior about this car. So now sitting inside this beautiful 2023 Cadillac CT4. Now guys, I've always liked Cadillac. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful cars on the market, but Cadillac is just one of those nice, expensive feels on these lower compact sedans. So of course you have your runner-ups like your 3 Series, your IS Lexuses and things of that sort that compare to this exact sedan. But honestly, I'm loving the feel in the Cadillac, the luxury feel. Even though it's the lower class of the sedans, you still get that nice premium feel, rich, bougie. Now, starting off with the door panel, you have your Bose sound system. That is an optional premium sound system that you get. I'm a fan of premium sound in the car because it just makes the experience of your drive a whole lot better. Kind of plastic synthetic leather around the seats, on the door panels, jet black with jet black accents around the interior if you want to know the name. Same thing on the dashboard, but I want you guys to pay attention to something. Is look at all the shapes and the curvatures in the dashboard with the door panels. Just kind of get a grasp of that, of how beautiful that looks. And it's not that typical boring sedan look. Very nice. So it's coming in sporty from the out, sporty but luxurious in the in. Black leather stitched, perforated leather stitch steering, your control units for your front cluster, of course your control units for your side mirrors. They are electrical, and your windows, trunk lid opener on the left with some cubby room. On the left hand side of this steering column, parking brake and your auto dimmable wheel for your front cluster. Let's go ahead and start the car for the sake of the video. 8-inch infotainment screen, Cadillac pops up, very cool. You do have your manual tachometers still on the front cluster with some digital cards in the middle of those wheels. Let's go ahead and turn off that radio. But pretty much simple, straight to the point. You do have, again, remember, I want you guys to keep that in mind that you get that full tech assist on this car. So you get the sensors like the pedestrian assist. You get when letting you know miles per hour when you're driving, things of that sort. Blindside assist, lane departure assist. Your seat will vibrate on your driver's seat if you have pedestrians around the car. Things of that sort that we are starting to see standard for safety regulations and rules in on these manufacturers or on the market coming in. Now you can control your infotainment cards by the controls here. You do have a heated steering wheel, but check this out. Let's go ahead and control that card. That's your radio. I'm gonna turn that off. And you can go through your modes, settings, and things of that sort just by the control units here up and down. Now, infotainment screen, you have your Apple CarPlay, Android Assist. Let's go ahead and continue. Show you guys 8 inches on the infotainment screen. Loving how they put that inside the dashboard, how they kind of integrate it into the dash. Very cool. Audio, touch sensitive, very user friendly. So Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and you have Wi-Fi hotspot assist on this car. Very cool. Let's go ahead and show you guys some Navi. I like to show the Navi kind of what you're getting on this screen. You can do a full screen, very cool. And then you can come back home. And of course, for the sake of the video, we're not going to enter this. But if you do come over to Roseville Cadillac here in the Roseville Auto Mall, they have sales reps that can come and teach you and spend some time with you with your car. Right under that, you have your bi-zone climate control, so driver and passenger gets to control their climates, or you can sync them together. They are manual buttons by the controls, defroster buttons, and all that good stuff right under those two beautiful vents. Under that, you have also another little control unit where you get heated seats right and left for the front passenger and driver. You get parking sensors, you can turn that off and on. Lane departure assist, you can turn that on and off. Under that, continuing, you have a wireless charging pad for your phone. That is very convenient, so you get rid of the wires. And your deep, pretty decently wide cup holders. You know us Americans, we love our drinks, so we got to get those cup holders going. Something about the key fob, you do have a remote start assist on your key fob. So very cool option to have, so you can be outside the car and you can start this car. Here's also a little control unit for your automatic engine stop button. Very convenient, so if you are too busy reaching for that button, because I hate when my motor turns off at a red light, so I'm constantly pressing that button. But you get your auto holds, your traction control, and you could also go through your driver select modes by this button. Check this out. You can go into sport and you will see difference. Snow, my mode, you go into tourer mode, and you will see how your specs will change and you're getting the full drive, or you're getting more of a comfortable drive, depending on which mode that you are in. Let's go ahead and leave it in sport. So the person that gets into this car after us is going to be feeling some nice driving. Pocket space or cubby space. So I wouldn't say it's huge, but I wouldn't say it's too small. Now, something to take into consideration, that if you are the passenger, you cannot open this lid. You're going to have to be reaching around this center console top cubby lid. USB-C with the USB-A plug-in, SD card plug-in, and a 12-volt outlet with your phone holder in here also, or you got more things like chapstick and things of that sort. Up top, guys, you have the slide and tilt moonroof, manual visor. Let's go ahead and open that. That is tilt. Let's go ahead and slide. Very cool. Now, I'm a big fan of moonroofs and sunroofs, and for the size of this compact sedan, everybody, this is a pretty good size sunroof. Super cool. Now, your LED ambient lighting inside the car, big fan of that. Of course, your straight to the point, simple sun visors, and your O Shiznit handles. Look at the seats, synthetic leather seating with that kind of brown stitching. 18-way adjustable seats with a 4-way lumbar adjust on both front seats. Simple, straight to the point glove compartment. And guys, we are pretty much done with the front side interior of this car. Let's go ahead and head over to the second row. So on the second row seating of the CT4 2023 Sport model, pretty simple, straight to the point. We do see the door panels looking the same over from the front to the back. So pretty cool that they didn't simplify it. Rear of that center console, you just have a 12-volt plug-in. So we do not see the USB-Cs or USB-A plugins. Some pocket space here, synthetic leather stitching. Synthetic leather with that brown stitching coming over from the front over to the back. It does come car seat friendly. Ambient lighting up top. Straight to the point armrest with your cup holders. And again, remember I mentioned from that trunk space, that does connect. So if you have something longer that you want to put in, you can drop these rear seats down. And again, pretty simple, straight to the point, guys. We're pretty much done with this car itself. But before we finish, a little bit about the room. Now, it is compact sedan. Remember that. I'm about 6 feet 2 inches. So if you do have a taller person in the front, they would have to drop the seat back and be a little bit tight back here, along with the headroom. So maybe an inch on the headroom. But you do see this dip inside the ceiling, so you can have that headroom inside the rear seats. So we're pretty much done, guys. Thank you so much for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Stay tuned. We got some cool things coming.